relevant today, I think. So when we talk about at least corporates and if you talk about MSME segment, in your experience, whatever you have seen with these different companies, how do you think the budgeting works for them? Like, I mean, do they have, what kind of companies you have seen? Like, do they have a typical budget? Like, see, this is what we plan to, and what goes into that thing? Or what do you think from there? Probably, I would also like to know, like, what are your thoughts on what it should be ideally, how it should be thought of, like.
Right. See, if we are talking about large companies,
yeah,
of course they have their budgeting.
True.
For something.
They have
like
their in-house team.
They have their in-house IP teams. They have their budgeting. They have an objective.
Very clearly defined for them.
Why are we doing whatever we are doing?
Right.
So that's clearly aligned in a lot of very large companies. But that does not necessarily mean that all large companies have that.
Very true.
Right?
Yeah. Depends on the industries, I guess, right?
Depends on the industries. Yeah. How, for example, if I'm talking about telecommunication, if I'm talking about
pharmaceuticals,
right?
Yeah.
So all these are, I would say, IP-heavy businesses, right? If you don't do things, then probably you're going to be washed out.
Yeah.
You're going to be,
sooner or later.
Sooner or later something is going to happen. Something that's terribly wrong is going to happen.
Yeah.
Now, when I talk about smaller companies or mid-sized companies or even large companies who do not have that kind of a clear thought process, I would say many a times it is reactive in nature. All these IP activities, at least from an Indian point of view, right? In the sense that somebody has threatened them. In, let's say, a market outside of India or even in India, and then that is when they realize that, okay, even we need to be having, protecting our inventions, and, we have been doing, small improvements. Even we need to be aggressive on, protecting them, because that eventually is going to have a business impact.
Right.
Now, if you're talking about, let's say, a small company or a mid-sized company, see, how do you end up surviving or even scaling? There are only a few ways of doing it. One is probably you are cheaper, right? Or you are providing some kind of a better value, right, compared to somebody else. Now, if your proposition is purely based on me being cheaper, then obviously there is going to be somebody else who is going to come in, who is much more hungry compared to you, and then they're going to be beating you in your own game by being much more cheaper, right? So the only other way, if you want to be playing the longer game, is to actually provide value, right? Now, how do you provide value? You provide value by making improvements. If we are talking about technology companies, we are talking about technical improvements, right? Now, yes, if you make technical improvements, obviously you're going to be providing value to your end client, and you'll be able to, let's say, maintain good margins, so on and so forth. Now, is it sufficient if you just innovate and maintain, give that differentiation? Because somebody is going to, understand what your innovation is, and then they're probably going to be reverse engineering or bringing in the same features, right? So there has to be a way of protecting it,
right?
Now, how do I end up doing that? You now think about patents and a few other things, right?
Yeah.
So it's not just about innovation, but it's also about protection. So a lot of companies seem to think that, okay, this is an area which is an expense, right? Or let's say they think that, okay, it's something that, we should probably be doing. But it's only few companies that they realize
FOMO that
a lot others are doing it. Let me also. But a lot of people kind of end up not realizing that it's a necessity.
True.
Right? It's only when people start, companies that see that this is a necessity, not necessarily a cost center, it is actually a profit center. That is when people start getting involved. And of course, there are a lot of companies, even from an inception point of view, right? I mean, even from the time they start, they are very clear.
Okay.
In terms of what patent portfolio strategy should look like, and so on and so forth. At the same time, there could be a 50 or a 60-year-old company which still does not
have
Get
a
it.
clue about
No clue about it.
Yeah.